Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a battle between the mystery tackle box and the Lunker box. Basically, I'm going to compare the baits and try and help you guys determine which monthly box that you would want to buy. Both of them are $15 a month, and for the first month, they're both $5 too. Now, the mystery tackle box that ships out on the 10th of every month, and the Lunker box ships out on the 25th of every month or so. This month we got a little bit earlier because they wanted to get it out before the holidays, which I think is cool. Okay, so let's get into the baits. First up, for the mystery tackle box, we have the Sabil Magic Swimmer 110. This bait is a swim bait, and it looks like it's going to have a lot of action. It got a nice silver shiny pattern to it. It'll imitate any kind of shad or bait fish, really. It retails for $19, and yeah, looks like it's a pretty nice bait. Up against that is the Mad Bite Frog. This frog, it's a yellow frog, and looks like it has some nice stout hooks on it. It also has rattles in it. I like that because I've never really had a frog with rattles. Also, if you can see, the eyes on it are very realistic and lifelike, and it also has some nice legs on it to make it look even more realistic in the water. And yellow is probably my favorite color frog because that's what I've had the most success on. Plus, if you look, it looks like they've already trimmed the legs. I don't know if you can see that, but the legs are about the same size as the body, which is what you want, because if you have the legs too long, then chances are the fish are going to short strike your frog and you're going to miss a lot of fish. And that retails for about $5. So for the first battle between the frog from Mad Bite and the Magic Swimmer by Sabil, I'm going to have to give the points to Lunker Box for this one. I just like this frog a lot, and I've never had a frog with rattles in it, which I think is going to help tremendously to bring the bass up out of the cover. Plus, I just love this color on this frog, and it looks really lifelike, and I think it's going to be a great bait. Next up is, for Mystery Tackle Box, is the Shad Eye Swim Bait by Skinny Bear. This is a big swim bait, and if you can see, the tail on it is going upwards instead of down. That's a little different than normal because most paddle tail swim baits, the tail would look like that, going straight down. This thing retails for $6 and looks like it's going to be pretty productive in those cold winter months when the bass bite is hard and you need something a little more lifelike looking and feeling. Up against that, we have a Bayou Bugs jig. This looks like it's a swim jig. It has some nice little eyes on it, so that's why I'm guessing it's a swim jig. It's got a nice brown color to it and some really sharp hooks on it. This goes for about $4, and I really like this jig. I mean, I'm a big swim jig fisherman, so I think this will do me some good. So in the head-to-head between the Skinny Bear swim bait and the Bayou Bug jig, I'm again going to have to give the point to Lunker Box for this one. And then next up, from Lunker Box, we have the Strike King Ragetail Bugs. Now, I fish these a lot personally, and they have a great action to them and a great scent. If you can see, these little phalanges have little, I don't know what you'd call them, but basically it has a little flap on the end that gives these things a crazy action to them. You can fish this on a back of a jig or on a swing head or just Texas rig it or peg it or whatever you really want. It's a pretty versatile bait and I love using these things. Up against that, we have a Quick Baits Quick Shadow. Now this is a finesse worm, so it's much different than the Rage Bug. This thing has it has a nice oval-shaped body, and then it tapers down into a flat tail. This looks like it's about a 5-inch worm, and it's definitely going to be used on a drop shot or some kind of shaky head, something like that. Also, it's pretty elastic. I mean, I don't think it's made out of Elastec material, but it's got a nice stretch to it, so it looks like it's going to be pretty durable too. That's the only problem with the rage bugs, as I've noticed, is that the flaps and the phalanges can fall off after 1 or 2 fish, sometimes without even getting a fish, so I don't really like that. Oh, I did forget to mention with the rage bugs, I also have that Strike King coffee scent that just for some reason covers up the scent of humans and it drives the bass crazy, so for the matchup between the Quick Baits, Quick Shadow, and the Strike King Rage Bug, I'm going to have to give the points to Lunker Box on, Mystery Tackle Box on this one, with the Strike King Rage Bug. Next up, from the Mystery Tackle Box, we have the Excite Baits Maximus. This is a 10.5-inch worm, and it's a 3-pack. These retail for about $5 for a 5-pack, so these are around $3 for this. And this is a good color. I mean, green pumpkin, black flake. I mean, can't beat it in any situation, really. Looks like it doesn't have much of a scent. Maybe the scent on this is just to help mask human scent, but I think these will be great for catching big old bass, pulling them out of cover, or just fishing it on deep ledges on a Carolina rig or just a Texas rig. Up against that from the Lunker Box is another quick bait. It's the Quick Baits Quick Nessie. These retail for $5 for a 5-pack, and that's what this is a 5-pack. And these things look like they're going to have some crazy action to them. I mean, if you can see, they kind of have the little phalanges like the rage bugs do, which give an insane action to it. I really like this color too. Watermelon Red Flake is just an awesome color to use in any situation. It can be used in clear water or it can be used in muddy and murky water. So out of the two, I'm probably going to have to give my points to the Lunker Box for the Quick Nessie compared to the Excite Baits Maximus from the Mystery Tackle Box. Lastly, we got a matchup between hooks. From the Lunker Box, you got the Angler's Gold Swing Head jig and 3/8 ounce Candy Red. Now, get this out and get a closer look at it. This is the type of jig head I would fish those rage bugs on. You could throw this out onto rocks, and this little swinging jig head right there, that's going to bounce on those rocks and make a lot of commotion, and that's going to draw the bass in. I really like this red color because it's proven that red is known to draw strikes from bass because it can imitate anything from blood to, I don't know, looks like blood maybe. And then up against that, we have, from Mystery Tackle Box, some big mouth light wire mustad hooks. You get a quantity of 2, and each, you get one 4.0 and one 5.0 size. So let me get those out real quick for you. I stored all my hooks in this bag, so I mean, I don't know if I got the exact hooks out, but these are basically it. This looks like the 4.0 size, and this looks like the 5.0 size. And these go for $3.99 for a 5-pack, and you get a 2-pack from Mystery Tackle Box. So, between the 2 hooks from Mystery Tackle Box and the swing head jig from Angler's Gold from the Lunker Box, for the last bait, I'm going to have to give my points again to the Lunker Box for this swing head jig. I just think that these things can be fished in basically any way, and they're very versatile. Plus, this hook is super sticky and sharp. I mean, I'm barely touching it and it's sticking to my finger, so that tells that is a quality swing head jig. Yeah, so overall, I have to say between Mystery Tackle Box and Lunker Box that, at least for this month, I'm putting my money into the Lunker Box. So thanks everyone for watching, and hopefully this helps you pick out which kind of box you want to get next month.